He was so proud of being there, he had his black wool hat on, and he walked into the legislature session with his black wool hat on, sat down. They sent somebody back there to tell him that, Mr. Tanner, you need to take your hat off. And he said, nope, not going to do it. This is my symbol right here, Populist Party. He wouldn't take his hat off. So finally, the chairman or whoever it was that was in charge went back and asked him again, and he refused to take his hat off. So they went back and they said, well, what are we going to do? So they said, I know. We'll pass a rule that Mr. Tanner from Coffee County can keep his hat on during the legislature session.
He got his way after all.
He got his way.
That's a wonderful story. Mary Clyde, I thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to see what you tell us next month.
I'm glad to be here.
I just love your stories. We'll be back in just a moment.
WDTV 13. Programming is sponsored by
Vickers Audio and Glass Tinting, supporting our local programming on WDTV 13. Storage Solutions, etc., locally owned and operated and located at 1010 Bowens Mill Road, Southeast in Douglas. American Truck Parts Incorporated, a proud sponsor of WDTV 13 programming. Harper & Company Builders, serving Douglas and Coffee County for 29 years. And a proud sponsor of community programming.
Aiden's Minute Market. When you're out, we're in.
Roscoe Allen Jr. and Gubas Modular Buildings in Ocilla, Georgia. We proudly support local programming on WDTV 13. Dewey Hayes Jr., attorney at law, selected to the top 100 trial lawyers in the state of Georgia. Fletcher Oil Company, since 1966, has been supporting local activities and a proud sponsor of community programming on WDTV 13. Fletcher Oil Company is a member of the Women's Business Enterprise National Council.
McCrary Daniels Insurance Agency.
Study the unique ecology of our region and prepare yourself for an exciting career. South Georgia State College now offers a Bachelor of Science degree in Biological Sciences. Select the Nature and Ecology track to prepare yourself for a fulfilling career in a variety of fields. Or take the Pre-Professional track to lay the groundwork for further studies in medicine, pharmacology, and other health fields. Learn more online at sgsc.edu. South Georgia State College. You matter here.
If you want your pizza fixed just right, chances are you'll go to Danny's. If you're celebrating a birthday, Holtz is probably fixing the cake you'll put the candles on. And if your wedding ring needs an adjustment, you'll find yourself at Crawford Jewelers. But if it's you who needs fixing, it should definitely happen here. Coffee Regional Medical Center in Douglas, Georgia. We fix things better here.
Welcome back. We appreciate you looking at our first show, and we hope you continue. We will improve every month. We have some great ideas for August. Coming up at the museum on the 16th of July, Arlene Lott Miller, who graduated from Coffee High and was born and raised in Douglas, wrote a book, and she will be here with her new book. It's called A Mistress, a Wife. She will be selling copies, signing copies, and just wants to meet and greet her old friends from Coffee County. You probably think this is like some little nothing romance, but I'm here to tell you, I've read it. It is nothing like you think the title will be. Very good. Hope to see you. That day is Thursday, the 16th. We'll be here from 2 to 6. Come by, have a glass of lemonade, meet Arlene, and see her book. In August, we will be setting up a new exhibit. It's Little League athletics to professional, and this is Coffee County. This includes the college, which had a football team and a baseball team. It also does the professional leagues that we had in this area. What we're looking for from you, our viewers, is memorabilia from all the county schools, Little League, college, high schools, all that stuff. Also, we want pictures and any articles. A friend brought me an article the other day where his brother was installed in the Softball Hall of Fame. That's the kind of thing we're looking for. Also, we want memories and stories, things you remember, coaches you remember, events or maybe strange things that happened at a game. Those kind of things are what make history so interesting. We will be setting that up in August, so I really need all the information you can get me by August the 8th. We have started a list of all the students that left Coffee High, went to college on a scholarship of some kind, basketball, tennis, track, but we're also doing professional people. We had several guys I know that played college football that went on to play professional, or they played college football and college baseball and became baseball players professionally. We need a list of all of these. We don't want to leave anybody out. So since I'm not quite as old as some people, or my mind's not as sharp, we need you to help the Historical Society and the museum gather this information so we can set up a wonderful exhibit. We want our kids to see that when you become an athlete, the world is your oyster, but it's also important what you give back to your community, how you give back to others and the younger crowds. Also, we are working on a heritage church identification program. We're trying to identify all of the churches that were in existence before 1925 in Coffee County. This is not just Douglas churches, these are all the churches. Like Arney Church, it's in the exhibit now with the old photograph from the 1918 is the picture of the church. But we need all of this information. We need documentation. There was a history of West Green done. We know that the Burkett Baptist Church, the West Green Baptist Church, Long Hill Baptist Church were all before 1925. And I'm sure every community in this county has the same thing. So if you know of a church or you have a friend that you believe their church is that old, it doesn't have to be the building. If the congregation is that old. Not many buildings have survived 100 years. So we do need to know if when the congregation started, where the church was located, and if the other church is on the original site. We are also looking for volunteers. For those of you who do not know, the Historical Society began managing the museum last summer. We are staffed solely by volunteers. We ask our volunteers to give us 3 hours a month, 10 to 1 or 1 to 4 on a Thursday or a Friday. If you would be willing to give us 3 hours, the training takes about 5 to 10 minutes, but it's something that you will be doing to help preserve our history and to continue the growth and the expansion of the stuff in our museum. We are definitely a county museum. We want to involve everybody in the county, and we want everybody to, when they come in, every time they come, there's something new to see. So if you would help us with this, if you're willing to volunteer, contact us on Facebook. It's Coffee County, Georgia Historical Society, or email me at crm10940@gmail.com. I check my email every day. You can call the museum and leave a message, but since we're only here 3 days a week, that may take a while to get to us. So I prefer if you do Facebook or the email to me. If you have things that you are interested in us doing on our program, please call us. Please let us know. We would like to include a variety of programs and a variety of options. Next month, hopefully, we'll be talking about Mr. Peter Vickers. He was one of the richest black men in the state of Georgia when he died, and he's been dead quite some time. We're going to continue discussing Douglas. We're going to discover the ethnicity groups in Coffee County. We had a lot of immigrants that came through. They always stopped somewhere else before they got here, but they finally made it to Douglas, and we're so happy they did. So if there's anything you can help us with or do for us, we would so much appreciate it. We offer field trips. You can have groups here at your museum. It is your museum as you're part of Coffee County. We have a church group coming in Saturday for a little picnic and a tour of the museum. We have had people do scavenger hunts. We had a church group came in and did a scavenger hunt. We've had lots of field trips this year, and we hope to have many more next year. We want this to be a museum that we're all proud of and that we all participate in. If you come to the museum and you see a display or an exhibit and you think you have something that would contribute to that exhibit or display, please let us know. We are gladly taking items on the long-term or short-term loan, and we don't want to own it. We just will use it for the exhibit. We've had several people do that, and it has been a wonderful experience. If you have anything that you'd like to suggest that we have at the museum as a display, feel free. We also need a mini exhibit. The Gaines Chapel AME Church now has a mini exhibit in the museum, and it's a wonderful exhibit. You need to come by and see it. But we're also looking for any civic group. The Douglas Kiwanis Club just had one. But we'd like for other groups, other churches, anybody that can put up an exhibit, a club, an organization, a school. If your elementary school would like to talk about how great you are, this is a perfect place for everybody to see what you do at your school. Please feel free to call us or contact us for anything that you think we might could do. We're all open for suggestions, and it may take some time for them to come to fruition, but we can get something done. All of them are not as easy as this last one. Some of them we work on 6 months before it comes up. If you have any questions about anything, please come by and ask. We're open Thursday and Friday from 10 to 4, Saturday from 10 to 2. Don't forget, July the 16th, we have an author signing by Arlene Miller for her new book, and it's from 2 to 6 p.m. We hope you come back, and we hope you continue to watch Our Heritage.